What is up, Gary Vaynerchuk? Julie Mikkel here of Social Vignerons, winemaker and wine blogger, calling in from France. So I know you don't answer this type of Ask Garyvee questions all that often anymore, but during your last Ask Garyvee podcast, I heard you talk about access. So today I decided to jump the fence and ask you a very important question to me. This is a wine and YouTube question that you are the best person on earth to be able to answer. So for a quick context to my question, we know you started your online and social media career as the wine guy on YouTube, and I was actually watching back in 2009, because I was working for a site you know very well, that is winesearcher.com. And back then in 2009 I was enjoying your Wine Library TV episodes. A bit like you, before I was anywhere near having a public voice online, I was perfecting my craft, and I studied winemaking in Bordeaux, and I worked at Chateau Margaux and at Chateau Saint Jean in California, and I worked in Tuscany, and I worked in Spain, in Australia, and New Zealand. So before I went out there, I wanted to make sure that I was an expert in my field. But following your steps, I invested on social media and spent a lot of time, and a bit like you, I found a great audience on Twitter, particularly with more than 250,000 followers there, and found a great wine community to exchange with. But as you know, it's really hard to make a living out of a wine blog, out of a social media presence alone. So to diversify a little bit, I started a YouTube wine tasting series that's called Tasting with Julian, a little bit like you used to do with Wine Library TV. I review wine and talk about wine, educational stuff and tasting and sharing the passion. Started it a few months ago and getting great feedback and great reaction, and starting to build a little bit of a community around it, but it's not quite breaking through just yet. So my question is, what were your two strong keys to success with Wine Library TV, and therefore what would be your two key advice for someone like me just starting up with a similar concept? I mean, beyond your irreplaceable charisma and your entertaining persona, which I can only emulate, not imitate, right? I can only do me. So thank you very much, Gary, in advance. Thank you for answering my question. Even a short answer would mean the world to me and would help me immensely and motivate me so much. If you're not Gary V, but you're watching this video, feel free to give me your opinion, what I should do, what you like about my channel now, what you would like to see more of, what you think could be the key to successes and making a more successful show. You can hit me on Twitter and on Facebook, in the comments on YouTube, and I'm on all of those platforms. So feel free to give me your feedback, and I hope to hear from you as well. Again, Gary, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate everything that you do. I hope we get a chance to cross and shake hands someday. I will see you soon in the wine world.